Doesn't take much to get Meghan Markle annoyed, does it? You know, it can be just one thing that clearly sets the Duchess off. And I use that term loosely, I know. For many people, of course, Meghan Markle is seen as a rather difficult customer, simply because it's now very visible, isn't it, when she's out and about, particularly on those fake royal tours, how things are not going to plan. But as I've often said before, the bigger problem is that all of these things are normally done by professionals. And clearly now, as in the case of Harry and Meghan, when somebody leaves just a couple of days before, all your plans fall apart. And one of the big plans really over in the recent fake royal tour to Colombia was this. Meghan was out there to rebrand herself, make her and Harry seem more approachable, and the banning, of course, of the UK media and most of the world's media to control exactly what went out to, of course, the weighty media with a few crumbs that they decided to offer them. Well, it truly backfired, as I pointed out. But the other sort of side of the story is this. Meghan tried to inadvertently reach out to someone in the tour, and sadly, it's not gone to plan. Let me explain. Hope you're all keeping well, whatever you're doing today. And as ever, thank you for your time. I appreciate that, I truly do. And if you can, please don't forget to like and share and let new chums know. We're getting a lovely bunch of people. And I have to say, I say bunch, I mean, wow, how many, you know, can you imagine if we had a Christmas party? Could you afford, could we get a hall big enough? I know, you're on potatoes, are you? All right, well, I'll do gravy. Can you imagine if we all brought something? We'd never get out, would we? Oh, wouldn't it be lovely, though, to have a big party with all the chums in one room? Maybe one day we could do a virtual party, who knows? It's a little bit like this particular royal story. I do find this quite strange, actually, because, as you know, Meghan Markle, as I say, tried to rebrand herself. Colombia was the big thing that was going to change so many things, you know, that type of story. Meghan, of course, has fallen out with many different people over her minute royal lifespan, and for many different reasons, not many people know why. It is a strange do, though, isn't it, if you are Meghan Markle? But what's interesting about this is she did try to do something rather dramatic while she was over on the Colombia tour. Remember this? Well, it was an unfortunate situation, wasn't it? Simply because, of course, there was Meghan speaking on the stage, and then, sadly, as the speech ended, well, she had a bit of a fashion faux pas, to put it mildly. And, you know, my heart did actually go out for her, because I'm sure everybody out there has had some sort of glitch, you know, having a thing where you've noticed something, or you click on your tie and you think, no, but of course there's nothing you can do. When you're on the world stage, it gets picked up very quickly and of course photographed around the world. The thing is, this outfit though, this ensemble, shall we say, was part of the Victoria Beckham collection. And the reason why Meghan was absolutely steaming was she was hoping by wearing that literally in front of the world, Victoria Beckham may reach out and thank her. I kid you not. And what happened, of course, was because of the faux pas with that particular individual situation. Well, obviously, it didn't bode well. Now, according to sources back in the land of Montecito, and as ever we have to say allegedly, Meghan is still drumming those fingers, waiting to see whether Victoria might, of course, say, well, thank you for putting one of my outfits on display to millions of people around the world. And of course, it was detailed in the press release and in the little pieces of info that that particular journalist was sending out. Now, obviously, this idea was to some sort of rapprochement, to sort of come back from the arguments about the big fallout about selling stories and talking behind each other's backs. Meghan thought by wearing something, a classic piece, of course, from the Victoria Beckham collection, that would seal the friendship one more time. It looks more of a case of one of Victoria's hits. Stop right now, thank you very much, but no thanks. New Sean in the very heart of London.